we continue to get better, continue to build the program in the right way. We've got a lot of pieces. I'm really excited about this year and the talent level that we have and the kids we have in the program. I think year 2, everyone understanding the systems, the communication, the way things work. I've seen a lot more relaxation, I guess, and a lot more a good energy around practice that I've been at. So I'm just excited to see the next chapter, the next step, and see how guys continue to fill in. We're going to have to play some young players, see how they come in, and help the program. So it's a process, and I believe we'll be in a better place at the end of this year than we were last year.
Thoughts on how the indoor facility is being used?
Indoor facility is fabulous. The Davis Sports Center has just been a tremendous asset. The chance to really, we've used it every day at practice. They just flow in and out. Gives us a lot of space in there. Quite frankly, in some of the unique weather we've already had softball practicing in there and track and field. So it's really served some other sports already. It's a jewel. It's something we needed. It also, I think, when you walk people in there, you bring recruits here, it says it's important. It says we want to win, we want to be good, we're committed, those types of things, and that helps in recruitment.
So you obviously are showing a commitment by, obtaining the funds to build a building like that, getting it done, etc. You have lost some people on the administrative side in football this offseason. Are you concerned at all to see some people leaving for sort of maybe making lateral moves, but maybe they're just going to be making more money? Is that worrying you at all?
No, I think that's a natural process in college athletics. The way staff kind of moves from place to place. I don't see any concerns. I think there's always a unique reason. Friendships. It's a small industry. People go back to people that they know, that they've worked with before. We've got a great staff. We've rebuilt in those places, and we brought some new people on board, and I feel really good about that.
So it was kind of a challenging year for Khalil Tate last year. So much hype, maybe put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season, new experience for him. How do you think he handled that? How do you think things might be different the second time around, where it's not all so new for him?
I think anytime, let's start that way. The second time around, with hindsight, you can really look back and learn a lot, a better position going forward. Last year there was a huge amount of expectations. There was a lot of energy around the program. There was a lot of hope that the program would be kind of jump started, and I think a lot of that pressure fell on Khalil with some of the preseason notoriety. Then the injury occurs, was never really at full strength. So I think he's enjoyed the time, the off season, and then the opportunity here in spring to get ready for the upcoming season. So I think we'll all be better. Each year you learn something, and you get better from those things that you learn.
What are some of the challenges you have in your new position in the Pac-12?
Well, so you're talking about the AD group? Yeah. So again, just to be clear, I've done it for several months. I've been the chair of our Athletic Directors Council for several months. I rotated on because some ADs left the conference, and I was really pleased and proud that I was selected to do that. But what we've tried to do is bring the group together. The CEOs and presidents, that was a priority. The ADs, has been a priority, so I've worked real closely with the chair of the CEOs in trying to have a much more together and collaborative effort, and certainly bringing the athletic directors to the table, those of us who are on campus day to day, so that we can really share what is important for this conference and for our student athletes and for our programs. I compliment the presidents and CEOs for allowing that to happen. I also commend the conference office for really coming on board and being very engaged in that process as well. So I think we've got at least in my 2 years, it seems like we have a very good process going, and I feel better than I ever have.
When you say engaged, what do you mean?
Working together, communicating, talking about issues, trying to solve problems, look at what we can do long term, maybe not getting caught up as much on what we can't do, but how we can work together and plan forward and do things that will help this conference long term. That's what we need to focus on, is how we can get better long term, and what issues we can control, and then go after those things and do that as a group. not as a singular focus out of a conference office or just from presidents or just from ADs, but as a group making good decisions.
How would you describe your relationship with Larry Scott?
I'm fine. My relationship with Larry is fine. The commissioner, has a lot of things to do, but I talk to Larry on a regular basis, like many of our ADs.
How is the athletic department getting ready for the federal trial coming up here?
Boy, I think we're like everyone else. I think we're just we're anxious for it to occur, and we're going to kind of see how it rolls out, and we'll react accordingly to that.
Do you have any preliminary plan yet about this side of the stadium?
Well, it hasn't been a secret. I've talked about it a lot. I think that's the next big step for us, is the west side of the stadium in football is some type of rebuild on this side. We've looked at a lot of options. We're in the midst of trying to finalize a more concrete plan, what we can accomplish here and what the price tag would be. We're in the midst of that. But the goal is to probably completely tear down the west side and build a whole new experience on that side. More premium seating, obviously huge upgrades underneath the stadium and in the concourse areas. Carry what's on the north side with the Lowell Stevens around onto the west side.
Do you have a timeline at all?
Well, as soon as we can. We think we're very confident it would take 2 years. So once we break ground, it's going to be it would happen over 2 seasons. We're in the midst of trying to coordinate some fundraising, look at some opportunities, putting a finance plan together that can make it work. I don't want to put it on a timeline, but it's an A priority for us, for our entire team.
When did you start thinking about that?
I think right away. I guess right when we came here. I mean, there's no secret. It's been talked about well before I came. Greg worked on it. I think it's always been something. How can we upgrade? How can we improve? We also need to have look for ways that we can increase revenue streams, so our programs can keep up, so we can keep up with the national landscape. And we need better amenities and a better experience for our fans so that we can sell this place out. So we've got to focus on the west side. We've done obviously a lot in the north. We did the east renovation last year. The east side has a lot of work that's been done through the years. This is the next step right here. We've got loyal fans that have been here for years. This is really the heart and soul of our program, and we've got to do something on this side.
Speaking about fans, what does the season ticket sales look like? I know we're a couple months away from the season, more than that, but what are the early numbers?
Boy, we're right in the midst of it. I don't know exactly what the numbers are right now, but we're in our renewal period. The response has been good. Those things kind of move in a different pace, but we anticipate having a very good renewal season. There's been a lot of enthusiasm by our ticket holders and a lot of excitement for the upcoming season. And hopefully today they'll see some things and be more excited.
What do you think attendance is down nationwide?
Well, I think you're right. It's down everywhere. Fans have just so many different opportunities. There's so many different ways to consume not only sports, but a lot of different things that they can do with their discretionary income. We've got to make it important for them to be inside of our stadiums. For sports fans specific, we're in competition with television. We're in competition with that experience they can have at home many times or on the couch. So we've got to do a better job. There's nothing that can replace being here live and experiencing what we have. The traditions, the excitement, the enthusiasm. But we've got some functional things when we talk about food service and concessions and restrooms, access issues. But then people want more than just a seat and a parking pass. They want an experience inside the stadium. So more premium opportunities, just more flexibility for people to walk around, really vibrant concourse areas. All of that is an important part of the mix. And so I think we've got to upgrade that. I think that's the competition right there. It's not an easy answer. And you want to do a lot of things, but you also don't want to take the focus away from the game and what's important. So trying to find that balance is tricky.